Hi, my name is Renee McLain, and today I would just like to convey in my informative speech, the complications of blended families and the joys that are obtainable. Blended families have coordinated dynamics that must be achieved in order to keep them resilient. Life has taken me in all different directions, but I never imagined in my life that it would take me in the direction of having a blended family. I have a blended family of 6 children, 2 girls, 4 boys. My husband had 2 kids, I had 2 kids, and we had 2 kids together. There are challenges, communication issues, rewards and risks in having a blended family, but above all, we have lots of love. Ultimately, love is what drives me to overcome the challenges and seek the rewards and face the risks of having a blended family. I will only get out of the relationships when I choose to invest in them. So I strive to do my very best to give all that I have to maintain good relationships with all of the children, but also with my spouse. Because if we don't remain strong together, then we're the foundation ultimately, and that's what keeps the family together. So blended families face many challenges, as I mentioned. And most of this experience that I speak of is my own experience of having a blended family over the course of 14 years. Sharing time with other parents being one of the main challenges. What I mean by that is sharing the children's time with the exes. That can sometimes be very challenging. You have to set up visitation times, you might not always agree on making things happen, but it's a challenge of ours that we had to face. Different parenting techniques can also present challenges. I may want to give more chores to my children, and my spouse may not want to give the same amount of chores to my stepchildren, and vice versa. So that sometimes can present a challenge. Using timeout techniques or disciplinary actions. We may not see eye to eye on some of those things, and again, it might not be equal treatment for all the children. My spouse sometimes, or I sometimes, may not treat the children equally. It's very difficult to maintain all the children being treated equally, but it's one of the other many challenges that we may face in a blended family, is trying to keep it equal and fair. Buying things for the biological children versus the stepchildren, or the other way around, is also something else that can become a problem. While I sometimes did have challenges as in parenting, communication though is key, and it's a large part of keeping a good blended family together. According to Carrie Iorizo, good communication was very important for a blended family. It's important to not just talk, but listen as well. Good communication also builds good trust. Knowing they could count on me was key. As some of my children are adults now, I feel that they probably felt very strongly about their growing up experience in our blended family, that they needed to know that they can count on us, to be there for them to talk to and listen to them. Helping your children set goals. That's also an important part of good communication. My husband and I set up chore charts, and we try to establish good study habits for the children to keep things going in a good direction. Strong communication can lead to several rewards. The wonderful rewards of having a large blended family, having an immediate extension to my own family. I immediately had 2 extra kids when I joined with my spouse. More children to love and spend time with. This was a big reward for me. It was awesome to have 2 more kids to share my life with. Going from 2 children to 4 children, gaining a child that was older than my oldest child was also a new experience for me. Bringing your faith together can be rewarding. As Gregory Popcak had said, going to different denominational churches and maybe studying the Bible together, bringing that faith together is a strong part of our blended family as well. Finding ways to shower the family with love and making an added investment are really important steps to a good blended family as well. Family activities, bringing the family together, movie nights, going on vacations, having fun together, playing board games, all very important for our blended family. Planning visitations and family vacations, as I mentioned, it shows consistency and commitment to the family. I would plan to pick up my stepkids or drop off my child or plan those visits, and that consistency was important. Taking them camping, just going on little vacations to California or Mexico were some of the good times that we had as a blended family. In conclusion, there are many inhibitions about having a blended family, but it's more common today than it was before, and it is possible to have a strong relationship. According to Carrie Iorizo, again, in the United States, 48% of first marriages will end in divorce. And 46% of second marriages will also end in divorce. So while we were faced with many challenges over 14 years, through good communication, faith, consistency, and fun, our family has overcome obstacles and stayed sound.